Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in UK currency, the 2001 one penny coin featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny. But, rumors online have suggested that this coin might be worth big money, some sources even claim up to $28 million. So, what's the truth? Could you really be holding on to a small fortune in your coin collection? The one penny coin has been a staple of British currency for centuries, evolving in design and material over time. The 2001 edition, like others of its generation, was minted with a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, or head's side, and the reverse features a portcullis with chains, a symbol of British parliamentary history. This particular 2001 one penny coin is composed of copper-plated steel. While it's not particularly rare, it's interesting due to its association with the early 2000s, a period when the UK was modernizing its coinage, moving away from materials like bronze to copper-plated steel. The one penny coin dates back to the 8th century in England, though it took its more modern form in 1971 with the decimalization of British currency. This design featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the portcullis became widely circulated and has seen a few updates. Each redesign keeps pace with the changing times but retains its core symbols of British heritage. The portrait on this 2001 penny is the fourth of 5 official portraits used on UK coins during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley, this version of her image was used on coins from 1998 to 2015, giving it a unique look that distinguishes it from earlier and later issues. Now, let's address the big question on everyone's mind: could this one penny coin actually be worth $28 million? On the surface, this sounds like a claim right out of a get-rich-quick story. But here's the truth: its face value is exactly what it sounds like, 1 penny, or about 1 penny. In US dollars, that's roughly 1 cent. In general, 2001 one penny coins are not rare, they were produced in large quantities and remain in circulation. However, certain factors can boost the value of a coin, such as rare errors, unique historical relevance, or significant minting flaws. Unfortunately, this standard 2001 penny doesn't possess any such rare characteristics. But where did this notion of a $28 million penny come from? One source of confusion could be rare error coins or limited edition proof coins that have fetched high prices at auctions. In rare instances, coins like these can attract impressive sums, but they are exceptions to the rule and usually involve highly sought-after errors or mint marks. For example, a 1933 US double eagle once sold for over $7 million, and certain 1943 copper pennies can sell for hundreds of thousands. However, these are coins with extremely low mint numbers or unique errors. Regular pennies from the UK, like our 2001 one penny coin, don't carry that kind of history. Though this particular coin isn't worth millions, it's worth learning how to spot a coin with potential value. Generally, look for unusual minting marks, double strikes, or off-center errors. For instance, if your 2001 penny had a visible error or was accidentally struck on the wrong metal, it could be worth investigating. Another way to assess value is to check if a coin was part of a limited proof set. These coins are often more polished and can be worth more than their face value, especially to collectors. So, what's the real value of this 2001 one penny coin? Its face value is only 1 penny, but it might sell to collectors for slightly more if it's in mint condition, perhaps up to a few pounds. Some enthusiasts might pay more for a pristine coin as part of a complete collection, but it's nothing close to the millions you see in internet myths. In most cases, the 2001 penny you have is worth exactly 1 penny to the average person. However, keeping it in pristine condition could add a little value over time to collectors who want coins from every year. While it's fun to imagine finding a small fortune in your pocket change, it's essential to understand the true value of circulating coins. Most modern pennies are meant for everyday transactions, not million-dollar auctions. But, remember, coin collecting is about passion and history as much as it is about value. If you're lucky enough to stumble across a unique error coin or a rare proof penny, you might be looking at a real treasure. So next time you find a 1 penny coin, appreciate it as a little piece of history, one that links you to a legacy of British culture and currency. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the mysteries and myths of coin collecting, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what other coins you'd like us to investigate. Until next time, keep checking your change, and maybe you'll uncover a hidden gem. Next 2011 1 penny. Today we're talking about a seemingly humble coin, the 2011 United Kingdom 1 penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II. But what if I told you that a penny can sometimes be worth much more than face value? Yep, you heard me right. In this video, we're going to dive into the history of this coin, its design, some potential rare variations, and how a penny might even fetch millions. So stick around, because you never know, you might just have a rare penny lying around worth a small fortune. Let's start with a bit of background on the 2011 UK 1 penny coin. This coin is part of the decimalisation process that began in the UK in 1971, a huge shift when Britain transitioned to a decimal currency system. The 1 penny coin is among the smallest denominations, and it's made of copper-plated steel, giving it that traditional coppery shine. Now, this coin carries a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by artist Ian Rank Broadley. This design was introduced in 1998 and shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. For the reverse, we have a segment of the Royal Shield, a part of a unique shield design introduced in 2008. The 2011 penny is one part of that larger design, so when placed together with other coins, it forms a complete shield. It's a great example of modern design meeting tradition. Let's talk basics. The face value of this coin is, of course, 1 penny. With a weight of 3.56 grams and a diameter of 20.3 millimeters, it's a pretty small coin. The coin is made primarily of copper-plated steel, which was introduced in the 1990s to make production cheaper than using pure bronze. Because of this, its metal value is actually less than its face value, especially with the current price of copper. So, as far as metal content goes, you won't get much more than a penny's worth, unless it's rare or part of a unique batch. Now, here's where things get interesting. Normally, a standard 2011 1 penny coin in good condition isn't going to be worth more than face value, but there are a few factors that can dramatically increase its worth. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are always on the lookout for special features, errors, and unique variants. For example, coins with minting errors, like misstrikes, double dies, or off-center prints, can become incredibly valuable. A misstruck penny with a doubled queen's portrait or a partially missing shield could make it worth far more. Such coins are called error coins and are highly sought after by collectors. Believe it or not, some pennies have been sold for hundreds of thousands, or even millions. For example, some rare American pennies, like the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, have sold for over $1 million due to unique minting quirks. While the 2011 UK penny hasn't reached these extremes, special editions or rare errors in coins from recent years can become valuable over time, especially as they become scarce. Imagine you own a unique error coin from 2011 with a major minting defect. The rarity of that error could increase its value exponentially, depending on demand from collectors. Rare coins are always more valuable, as their scarcity drives up their worth. So, how do you know if your penny is worth more than face value? Here's a quick checklist look for any irregularities like double strikes, unusual marks, or off-center designs. You may need a magnifying glass for this. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices. Any scratches, dents, or signs of wear will reduce the value, but a flawless coin can be worth much more. There are some great resources online where you can check the value of your coins, like coin grading websites or auction sites like eBay to see recent sales. If you think you have a rare coin, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. This can help verify its authenticity and potentially increase its value. A 2011 one penny in excellent condition may not fetch millions, but who knows? There could be an error coin out there that's just waiting to be discovered. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about the future of the one penny. With inflation and the rise of digital payments, smaller denominations like the penny are becoming less common. In fact, many countries are phasing out smaller coins entirely. It's possible that one day the UK might do the same, making these coins collectible as part of history. Alright, that's a wrap for today's look at the 2011 Elizabeth II UK one penny coin. Remember, coins can hold hidden value, and you never know what might be lying around in your change jar. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And hey, let us know in the comments if you have any interesting coins you want to learn more about. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Next, 2009 one penny Elizabeth. Today, we're taking a close look at a special one penny coin from the United Kingdom, the 2009 one penny Elizabeth coin. You may be wondering how a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth big money and gain collector interest worldwide. This tiny coin has captivated collectors and numismatists alike. Some versions of this penny are rumored to be worth millions due to their rarity, unique minting details, and historical significance. But what makes this little copper penny potentially so valuable? Grab a comfortable seat, and let's dive into the coin's history, its design, its variations, and of course, whether it's really worth that much. To truly understand the value of this coin, we need to explore a bit of its history. The British one penny coin has a legacy stretching back centuries, but the 2009 edition stands out for several reasons. First, let's talk about the design. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley. His detailed rendering of the Queen has become one of the most recognizable portraits in modern coinage. It's important to note that this portrait appeared on all UK coins starting in 1998, so it wasn't new to 2009, but it still connects us to a significant period in the Queen's long reign. Now, the reverse side is where things start to get really interesting. The 2009 penny was the second year of the new reverse design, introduced in 2008 as part of a full reimagining of the UK's circulating coins. This new design is known as the Royal Shield of Arms set. Each denomination from the penny to the 50p coin depicts a section of the UK coat of arms, and when placed together, they form a complete image of the shield. So, the 2009 one penny Elizabeth coin, along with the other coins in the set, represents the first few years of a modern redesign in British coinage. But what makes this penny so special isn't just its historical context or design. Let's talk about the rare variations that have collectors buzzing. So why are collectors willing to pay a premium for this specific penny? The answer lies in its rarity and variations. Coins like the 2009 one penny can become valuable if there's a misprint or an error. Certain 2009 pennies were struck on incorrect planchets, or blanks, leading to unusual and highly collectible versions of the coin. Some of these error coins have fetched incredible prices at auction. Collectors hunt for mistakes such as double die errors, where the design is struck twice by accident, or planchet errors, which can create odd textures or incomplete images. The rarity of these errors is what drives up their value. Error coins are especially intriguing to collectors because they're so unpredictable. The 2009 penny is no exception, and certain versions are extremely hard to find, making them incredibly valuable to the right buyer. If you happen to come across a 2009 penny with one of these rare errors, it could be worth much more than face value. Now, let's address the big question: how much is the 2009 one penny Elizabeth coin actually worth? In most cases, a standard 2009 penny won't be worth more than its face value. It's still a circulated coin, after all. However, if you have a rare error coin, that's where things get interesting. Some 2009 error pennies have reportedly sold for hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars at auction. It's rumored that certain versions of this coin have fetched prices up to $7 million, though such astronomical values are rare and often based on extreme rarity. specific errors, or even historical significance. While not every 2009 penny will reach such values, certain examples can fetch high prices due to their collectible nature and rarity. It's similar to other highly prized coins, like the 1943 copper penny in the United States, where a rare error or unexpected composition made the coin worth far more than face value. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare 2009 pennies, it could potentially be worth thousands or even millions. But before we go too far, let's talk about how to determine if your 2009 penny is valuable. So, how do you know if you've struck gold with your 2009 penny? First, examine your coin under magnification. Look closely at details on both the obverse and reverse sides. Error coins often show anomalies such as doubled letters, missing parts of the design, or unusual textures on the metal. Other factors to check include weight and thickness. Some error coins were struck on planchets that were too thin or too thick, leading to distinctive, valuable errors. And if you're unsure, you can always take your coin to a professional appraiser or send it to a grading service for evaluation. A good rule of thumb is, if something about your coin looks unusual, it might be worth a closer look. To wrap up, the 2009 1 penny Elizabeth coin might not look like much at first glance, but certain rare versions have sparked major interest among collectors. Whether it's a misprint, a planchet error, or another type of unique characteristic, these pennies are examples of how everyday coins can sometimes be worth a fortune. So, next time you come across a 2009 penny, don't dismiss it too quickly. Give it a careful inspection. You never know, it might just be one of those rare error coins worth big money. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2009 1 penny Elizabeth coin. If you enjoyed learning about coin values, history, and hidden treasures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Until next time, happy collecting. See you in the next video, collectors. Next 1 penny 2006. Today, we're diving into a fascinating little coin from across the pond, the 2006 1 penny from the United Kingdom featuring Queen Elizabeth II. You might be thinking, it's just a penny. But some coins, even humble pennies, can be worth more than you'd expect. So, let's dig into the history, design, and potential value of this little British coin. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 2006 1 penny, or 1p coin, as it's often called in the UK, is part of the British decimal currency system. This system was introduced in 1971, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence with a simpler, base 10 system. And while the design of the 1p has seen changes over the years, the version minted in 2006 has some unique details worth noting. On the front, or obverse, of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This is the fourth portrait of Her Majesty used on British coins, designed by artist Ian Rank Broadley. This particular portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained on British coins until 2015. You can identify this design because the Queen is depicted wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. You'll notice the engraving around her head, which reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg F.D., that's Latin for, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, let's flip it over to the reverse side. Here, you'll find an image of a portcullis with chains, which is a symbol of the British Parliament. This design was actually created back in 1971 by artist Christopher Ironside, and it was used on the penny for several decades until a major redesign in 2008. So, the 2006 1 penny is one of the last to feature this classic portcullis design before it was updated. Alright, so what's the value of a 2006 1 penny? In terms of face value, well, it's exactly what you'd expect, 1 penny. But collectors are sometimes willing to pay more than face value if the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if there's something unique about it, like an error. For an average circulated 2006 penny, collectors might pay just a little more than face value, around 5 to 10 pence if it's in good condition. But if you have an uncirculated 2006 1 penny, it could be worth around 50 pence to a pound in today's market. That might not sound like much, but it's still several times its face value. Now, let's talk about something every coin collector loves: errors. Error coins are rare and can be worth significantly more, depending on the type and rarity of the mistake. For the 2006 1 penny, potential errors to look for include things like off-center strikes, double die errors, or unusual marks that occurred during the minting process. These kinds of flaws are rare, but when they do appear, they can make a simple penny worth several pounds, or even more. Let's take a look at the market trends. Some error coins have sold at auctions for £10 to £50, and in very rare cases, even higher. Coins with unusual features, like a double date or incorrect metal composition, have seen significant demand. So, while the typical 2006 penny might not bring in the big bucks, a rare error coin could. It's also worth mentioning that as more years go by, certain coins become harder to find in excellent condition. So while the 2006 1 penny might not be hugely valuable now, coins with minimal wear or in uncirculated condition could grow in value over time as they become scarcer. So, there you have it, the 2006 1 penny from the United Kingdom. It may just be a penny, but with a little luck and close inspection, you might find one that's worth more than its face value. So, next time you're sorting through coins, keep an eye out for these small treasures. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more coin collecting content. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Next, 1996 1 penny. Today, we're talking about an ordinary-looking coin that might just be worth a small fortune, the 1996 UK 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Believe it or not, some coins that seem like pocket change have incredibly high values for collectors. So, if you're wondering if that 1996 penny you've got is secretly worth big money, stay tuned. First, let's talk a bit about the UK 1 penny coin itself. The British 1 penny coin, or simply penny, has been in circulation since 1971, following the United Kingdom's switch to decimal currency. Each penny is part of the decimalized British currency system, with 100 pennies making up £1. The 1996 version of this coin falls under the fourth portrait series of Queen Elizabeth II. This design by sculptor Raphael Maklauf features the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an image that became iconic on British coins from 1985 until 1997. On the reverse, you'll see Christopher Ironside's design, which showcases a portcullis with chains, an iconic symbol representing the United Kingdom's Parliament. You might be wondering, why would a 1 penny coin be worth more than a penny? Well, the value of a coin depends on factors like rarity, condition, errors, and demand in the collector market. Coins that are unique, have a special backstory, or were minted with errors can be especially valuable. Some 1 penny coins might sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they're highly sought after by collectors. For the 1996 1 penny coin, there are a few factors that could increase its value. If it has a unique flaw, like a misprint, minting error, or unusual material, it could be incredibly valuable. Additionally, certain proof coins, which are struck for collectors using special dies and extra care, can also be worth a lot more than their face value. So, let's talk about the 1996 penny specifically. Now, while most 1996 1 penny coins are common and worth their face value, certain conditions can make them highly valuable. Coins that are in pristine or uncirculated condition are often more valuable because they haven't been damaged or worn down by regular handling. Some 1996 1 penny coins that were minted as proof coins, with extra detail and a mirror-like finish, can fetch prices far higher than circulated coins. There are also error coins that slip through quality control. In some cases, coins may have double strikes, off-center designs, or other minting anomalies. If you come across a 1996 penny with any of these errors, you could be looking at a coin worth significantly more than face value. Coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II, especially as time goes on, are likely to carry sentimental value due to her long reign. Collectors might pay a premium for coins from notable years of her rule or for coins that were produced in smaller quantity. While the 1996 one penny isn't exceptionally rare, certain variations, like proof sets, are harder to find and therefore hold more value. So, let's get to the big question: how much is the 1996 UK one penny really worth? If you're talking about the typical, circulated 1996 one penny coin, its value is likely very close to its face value, which is, well, a penny. However, if you're lucky enough to have a rare, uncirculated, or proof coin in pristine condition, it could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to even more, depending on the condition and demand. While a circulated 1996 one penny might not get you more than face value, an uncirculated one penny or a proof version could bring in as much as $5 to $10. For coins with unique errors, values can go much higher. However, unless your 1996 penny is part of a very rare error batch, it's unlikely to reach tens of thousands or millions of dollars. Now, let's say you have a 1996 penny and you're wondering if it's worth big money. Here are some tips for figuring that out. Look for any signs of wear, dents, or scratches. Coins in mint condition or uncirculated states are typically worth more. Use a magnifying glass to examine the details. Look for double strikes, off-center designs, or other errors that could make it rare. If you believe you have a valuable coin, getting it professionally graded and certified by organizations like the NGC. Check recent online sales for similar coins to get a sense of its current market value. Remember, values fluctuate based on demand, so keep an eye on these trends. An experienced coin dealer can give you a professional assessment of your coin's value and even offer to buy it, and there you have it. While the typical 1996 one penny isn't worth millions, certain rare conditions and variations can bring in a surprising amount. Who knows? Your spare change could hold more value than you think. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin collecting and hidden treasures in your currency, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Also, let us know in the comments if you found any valuable coins in your own collection. Until next time, keep checking those pennies, you might just be holding a small fortune. Next, 1997 one penny United Kingdom. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore one intriguing question: could the 1997 one penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II really be worth big money, possibly even millions? Well, we're going to go over the coin's history, what makes some coins so valuable, and why certain rare coins can reach astronomical prices. Let's start with some background. The 1997 one penny coin, also known as a 1p or penny, is a part of the British decimal coinage system, which was introduced in 1971. After decimalization, the British pound was divided into 100 new pennies. The penny coin itself has had a long history, and many designs have been used over the years to represent British monarchs and significant national symbols. In 1997, the one penny coin featured Queen Elizabeth II's fourth portrait on the obverse. This portrait, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, depicted a more mature image of the Queen and became standard across most British coins at the time. On the reverse, we see the portcullis with chains design, which symbolizes the British Parliament. This image dates back to Henry VII, making it a symbol of British heritage and governance. Now, let's talk about value. Most 1997 one penny coins are only worth their face value, 1 penny. They were mass-produced by the Royal Mint, with millions of them in circulation. For an average circulated 1997 penny, there isn't much of a collector's market because these coins aren't rare. However, collectors often wonder if there are any hidden gems, like rare errors, misprints, or extremely well-preserved coins that could make their one penny coin worth a lot more. In general, the value of coins depends on three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Unfortunately, a typical 1997 penny doesn't check any of these boxes. So, if most 1997 pennies aren't valuable, are there any exceptions? Yes, and this is where coin errors come into play. Error coins occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in unique misprints or mistakes. Some of the most valuable coins in the world are error coins because collectors value their rarity and uniqueness. Potential errors that can make a penny valuable include double strikes, off-center strikes, or incorrect dies being used. If you happen to find a 1997 penny with a significant error, it could be worth a lot more than face value. Though, it's essential to note that such errors are rare and not specific to the 1997 penny. The second factor to consider is condition. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor all the way up to the mint state, and this grading significantly impacts their value. A 1997 penny in mint condition, straight from the Royal Mint and never circulated, might fetch a slightly higher price than a well-worn penny, though it's unlikely to be a fortune. If you think you have a 1997 penny in outstanding condition, it could be worth a small premium to collectors who want a pristine example for their collection. But remember, without rarity or demand, the increase in value will be modest. Now, where does this idea come from that a 1997 penny could be worth millions? Occasionally, rumors or exaggerated stories about certain coins emerge on the internet, sparking the belief that some coins are worth a fortune. However, it's important to double-check facts from reliable numismatic sources. There are coins that have sold for millions, like the 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle or rare ancient coins, but these are genuinely rare finds, not modern pennies. So, while the 1997 one-penny coin isn't likely to make you a millionaire, it still holds historical and cultural value, and that's worth appreciating. If you're serious about coin collecting, here are some tips. First, always look out for error coins or coins in exceptional condition, as they can be worth more than typical examples. Second, learn how to properly grade coins or consult a professional grading service if you believe you have a rare find. And finally, keep an eye on reputable coin dealer websites, auction houses, and forums where collectors discuss trends and valuations. So, while your 1997 one-penny coin probably won't make you a millionaire, it's still a wonderful piece of history that connects you to British heritage and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. Who knows, maybe one day you'll come across a truly rare coin with a unique error or historical significance that brings big value.